Hi, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Maria. This is Spirituality for All. And I wanted to talk for a few minutes. I'm waiting for a client right now, but I couldn't stand it. I really wanted to say something right here, right now, about this Me Too campaign that's out there right now on Facebook. If you haven't noticed, people are putting Me Too in support of anybody who has been sexually harassed or assaulted. And the other day, I typed that in on my Facebook page too. And I just want you all to know that it does not matter the extent of the assault or harassment. The damage is the same. And I just think it's such a sad thing that it has to reach the headlines like this. Every once in a while, it's a part of our culture. That is the attitude that seems to be around, comes and goes over time. There are bad people out there, and shit happens. But you know what? Yesterday I was talking to somebody about bullying, and they were of the mind, oh, bullying, it just happens. And it got me thinking more about it. And you know what? It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. And the more that we assume that it does and kind of expect it to happen, whether it's bullying or harassment or assault, any of these kinds of things, the more we assume it's going to happen, then it is. Then it is. So my comment on my anchor radio station last night, somebody posted something about why don't people speak up sooner? And you know what? Of course, the age-old reason, you think other people are going to blame you, like it's going to be like it was your fault that you were in a particular situation that caused some sort of assault or harassment to your body. The other side is, and the worst side is, that you look at yourself and you have self-doubt. Was it my fault? Did I do something that caused this? And then last night I was thinking about a third perspective on it that makes me afraid to say anything, is that the people around me, the society in general, a lot of times, it's kind of like, oh, it happens, no big deal. Obviously, depending on the severity of the crime. But a lot of attitude is, oh, it happens all the time, you know. Girls get dragged into rooms all the time. That's a part of going to college. That's a part of life. Yeah. So, I don't think it has to be. And I think a while ago, I went to a talk by Marianne Williamson, and it was on Martin Luther King Day, and she brought up something really important, and that is, during Martin Luther King's time, his biggest struggle wasn't with the people who opposed him, but with the people, the good people around him that wouldn't speak up and lend their support to his cause. So I just want to bring this up right now, right here and now, in this Me Too, in this Harvey Weinstein, and this sexual assault thing that's in the media, that already I'm noticing people are like, okay, we've heard enough of that. Be done with it. It's not newsworthy anymore. You know what? Unless the good people in our society step up and notice and say, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay for behavior like that to continue. It's not okay for us to condone it by allowing rich dads to bail their kids out of jail for a rape because it might have been the girl's fault, paying off judges. And I also, by the way, I want to focus also on, it is not just the girls that are at risk. I'm talking to my kids yesterday, and I'm reminded that there's a mom, a like 50-something-year-old woman in our area a while ago that was drugging middle school boys and taking them to a hotel. And she was doing this for a while. And so I was telling my son also, you have to be careful. Don't just assume an adult person is safe. There are weirdos out there. We have to admit it, of course. But we also have to be honest with ourselves and say something and teach our children what behaviors are not okay. You cannot just get drunk and behave a certain way and then pay the judge to get off. You cannot go to a basketball game and have the coach drug the kids and take advantage of them. Whether it's a man to the boys, a woman. I'm telling my daughter too, there are women out there that might target her. It's really so important that we talk about it. Ugly as it is, it has to be brought up once in a while. And I am all about, as you know, positivity, strength, our soul work. But more of us that can get in touch with our own soul and find that truth within ourselves need to live in a life with authenticity and focus on our own integrity. And that means speaking out. And that means teaching our children. The only way we are going to evolve is if we improve and be honest and authentic and aware. We have to be aware of the good and the bad. So that is my talk of the day. Me too. If you're interested in listening to my podcast about Me Too, I titled it. It's out there on Anchor Media, and I'm going to do a blog about it right now on a platform called Medium. And it is so important. So I love you. Take care. And thanks for watching. Like my station. If you feel like it, subscribe, spread the word. And I'm going to try and get out here and talk some more in the future. Okay. Have a great day and be safe and be aware and know that love and light is in you.